Hi, good morning, Thomas. My name is Yuni, and this is Alisha, my colleague.
Good morning. Mary told me that you could give me some insights on being a more effective leader at Pansedik.
Well, firstly, we'd like to mention that everything said in this room is confidential. And after some detailed review, we have narrowed down to some suggestions for your development.
Well, I've come only because of Mary's recommendation. I'm not sure how much help this would be.
I'm sure we will be of help. We see that you are a very competent HR specialist and your work is benefiting Pansedik immensely. I'd like to highlight, however, that unlike your previous automotive supplier firm, Pansedik requires a more creative and open approach. And in this situation, regarding the sources of power, we see that you have high positional power and personal power through your role and reputation. However, you lack relational power, and to implement effective change, you need to develop this.
I see, I didn't actually notice that. Maybe I'm too focused on finishing the tasks and managing the responsibilities of my new role. I was just implementing the previous processes and they were proving successful and maintaining my reputation here.
True. What we observe is that in the new role, you have developed a great relationship with Mary, who actually really admires the way you work. Just a small input there will be that she has been skipping her meals with colleagues and eating all at the desk often. This is creating a rift between her insight to the much needed honest opinion by employees. Additionally, it is reducing her relational power.
Oh wow, I never made that observation.
You have successfully convinced the senior management. However, you probably didn't notice the importance of persuading the individuals from some of the decision, for example, the beer break.
Oh well, it was a very objective decision, I would say. Post the beer break, they were always working overtime and not working as productively either. By eliminating that, they can just go home earlier as well.
We see your point of bringing the idea of productivity. However, using an email blast to communicate the elimination of company tradition probably wasn't the best mode, especially if it is related to intrinsic benefits.
Well, I've tried to give them some understanding through one-on-one discussions though.
I see. The employee, however, pointed that it was like a one-way conversation and that you did not seem keen on any feedback. You are already good at keeping with schedule, goals, etc., but maybe less open to change.
Nice thought. I'll consider it next time. However, I do make fact-based decisions and I should convey this better.
Well, it's a good thing to start from the quantitative data. However, qualitative data is also key. Recent surveys have found that 8 out of 10 employees feel more creative after the beer break. And also, it's an informal brainstorming session.
What really? Initially, I thought that the beer is causing the low level of productivity. I could consider bringing it back if it motivates the employees and find the real cause of low productivity.
Okay, that's great. You should also consider qualitative data regarding the performance evaluations. So it's very important that you understand that software development is not by quantity, it's by quality. And so even though the time is consumed more, it's about what the final product is.
Okay.
So based on our findings, we've come to recommend you with certain solutions to accelerate your job at Pansedik. So firstly, it's self-management. It has 2 components, self-awareness and self-improvement. We would like to start our journey by the self-awareness side of it. This would help you a lot to understand your unconscious biases that you have and ultimately help you become a better leader.
Okay.
Secondly, we would like to talk about using the change agent matrix. So this will help you implement change in Pansedik, and this is something we really need. You need to understand who are the stakeholders in change and use this matrix to allow you to understand who your allies are and what's your role as the change agent.
Oh, interesting. I need to do that.
Yeah. Another thing we would recommend you to do is create a decision-making body, and in this body there would be like an advising committee who would help you understand everybody's opinions. So there would be a representative from each department. So this would help create a more inclusive environment.
Yes, I notice involving them is vital.
Also, working on overcoming your persuasion and power deficit, you need to improve your relational power by reaching out to employees and focusing more on the audience who the change impacts the most. Having the decision making body will be adequate. However, you would have to be a little more open to ideas and changes, and this will help your team believe that they are included.
Well, I am eager to see these changes and the impact. I clearly have to grow both professionally and personally. Hope to begin the self-awareness journey soon.
We are keen as well. Hope to see you at the next session. Thank you.
Thank you.